Hi, it's Beezer Molten again with the next installment of our Beat the Drum series, which is typically all about customer service. And now we have Chris Sharma, the guy who's climbed probably the hardest stuff in the world. And it's a great pleasure,
hey,
man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure, man.
So the first question I'd have to ask is, like, at what point in your childhood did you realize that you were gonna go for it with climbing?
For me, climbing was pretty much love at first sight. The first time I tried it, just totally, fell in love with it. I guess pretty quickly on, I realized I was pretty talented at it, but definitely had no idea that I would come this far, that's for sure. I started climbing when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And in my hometown of Santa Cruz, California. Went to a climbing gym. I grew up in a household of surfers and didn't really know anything about climbing, so it was really thanks to that climbing gym that I was able to come into contact with the sport.
Awesome. Was there one specialty store or small outdoor store that might have helped you along the way, or gave you some specific encouragement or knowledge or something that helped?
Yeah, well, I had a lot of encouragement along the way from a lot of different people, but there was a store, Bugaboo Mountain Sports in Santa Cruz, that was actually one of my first sponsors in a way. They gave me my first free piece of climbing gear. They gave me a harness, and yeah, looking back on it, it was a really special moment. It meant a lot to me that someone believed in me and supported me, and yeah, so it was definitely a very formative moment for me to have their support.
So Chris, I understand you live at least part of the year in Spain, right?
Yeah.
Which is killer. What is an ideal day for you? An ideal typical day for you?
Yeah, well, wake up at a reasonable hour and go climbing in an amazing spot. For me, I love being out in nature, going to these amazing places for rock climbing and pushing my limits, and that's what I do on a daily routine. That's kind of my life. For me, climbing is like my life passion, but it's also like my outlet for being social and always meeting up with lots of friends. And yeah, in general, I just feel really grateful to have come into contact with this sport. It's brought me into contact with so many amazing people and taken me all over the world to seeing all these amazing places. So,
we have a number of employees who are actively trying to help people pursue their dreams outside. Do you have any thoughts or comment on how to provide that level of service to help people pursue their dreams?
Well, I feel like just being authentic people and just being genuinely psyched to share the sport and the activity with others, and for me, climbing is such a rewarding thing because it's something I love to do, but also I love to share it with other people. And I feel like, yeah, even people working in a retail store or something, they are very important in sharing that passion with others, and they are a very important stepping stone in that process of discovering these amazing activities like rock climbing and being outside. So
yeah, well, thank you very much for talking with us. Where are you headed next? Is there any big trip coming up?
After this, I'm going to go to Santa Cruz, see my family and friends, and do a little bit of rock climbing, and then probably head back to Spain and try some projects. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you very much for talking with us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So from Outdoor Retailer 2013, we're signing off. Thank you for watching.